Bertha von Suttner. Bertha Sophie Felicitas Freifrau von Suttner, born on the 9th of June 1843, died on the 21st of June 1914, was an Austrian-Bohemian pacifist and novelist. In 1905, she became the second female Nobel laureate, after Marie Curie in 1903, the first woman to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, and the first Austrian laureate. As a career writer, Suttner often had to write novels and novellas that she did not believe in or really want to write, to support herself. However, even in those novels there are traces of her political ideals. Often, the romantic heroes would fall in love upon realizing they were both fighting for the same ideals, usually peace and tolerance. To promote her writing career and ideals, she used her connections in aristocracy and friendships with wealthy individuals, such as Alfred Nobel, to gain access to international heads of state, and also to gain popularity for her writing. To increase the financial success of her writing, she used a male pseudonym early in her career. In addition, Suttner often worked as a journalist to publicize her message or promote her own books, events, and causes. As Tolstoy noted and others have since agreed, there is a strong similarity between Suttner and Harriet Beecher Stowe. Both Beecher Stowe and Suttner were neither simply writers of popular entertainment nor authors of tendentious propaganda. They used entertainment for idealistic purposes. For Suttner, peace and acceptance of all individuals and all peoples was the greatest ideal and theme. Suttner also wrote about other issues and ideals. Two common issues in her work, apart from pacifism, are religion and gender. Suttner is often considered a leader in the women's liberation movement. Von Suttner broke through gender barriers by her work as a writer and activist. She was an outspoken leader in a society in which women were to be seen, not be heard. But she did not actively participate in the movements for women's suffrage, for instance, which she explained due to a lack of time. She instead focused on reaching out to other women in the international peace movement, though she kept close contact to the women's suffrage movement. As a sign of joint solidarity, for instance, von Suttner was a prominent participant of the 1904 International Women's Conference, Internationale Frauenkongress, in Berlin. Von Suttner knew, though, that conflict can only be avoided if both men and women together struggle for peace, which required an absolute belief in gender equality. The tasks involved in mankind's continuing ennoblement are such that they can only be fulfilled through fair and equal cooperation between the sexes, she wrote. In Lay Down Your Arms, the protagonist Martha often clashes with her father on this issue. Martha does not want her son to play with toy soldiers and be indoctrinated to the masculine ideas of war. Martha's father attempts to put Martha back in the female-gendered box by suggesting that the son will not need to ask for approval from a woman, and also states that Martha should marry again because women her age should not be alone. This was not simply because she insisted that women are equal to men, but that she was able to tease out how sexism affects both men and women. Like Martha being placed in a female-structured gender box, the character of Tilling is also placed in the male stereotyped box and affected by that. The character even discusses it, saying, "We men have to repress the instinct of self-preservation. Soldiers have also to repress the compassion, the sympathy for the gigantic trouble which invades both friend and foe. For next to cowardice, what is most disgraceful to us is all sentimentality, all that is emotional." Legacy. Although Suttner was not financially successful during her lifetime, her work has remained influential for those involved in the peace movement. She was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1905. She has also been commemorated on several coins and stamps. She was selected as a main motif for a high-value collector's coin, the 2008 Europe Thaler, which featured important people in the history of Europe. Also depicted in the coin are Martin Luther, Antonio Vivaldi, and James Watt. She is depicted on Germany's 2005 €10 coin. She is depicted on the Austrian €2 coin, and was pictured on the old Austrian 1,000 shilling banknote. She was commemorated on a 1965 Austrian postage stamp and a 2005 German postage stamp. On December 10, 2019, Google celebrated her with a Google Doodle. Thanks for watching HerStory channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe our channel.